Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back. Hope you get to spend some good time with your families today. Happy Easter to everyone. All right, guys, got some good articles today. As you guys see, Iraq's making some good progress, finally getting things back on track for themselves. All right, so the first two articles are talking about actually challenging the budget. It's going to be interesting to see if it gets overturned in any way, either all or part of it. So yesterday, the State of Law, that's Maliki's Bloc Coalition, they came out saying that they're going to file an appeal today, Sunday, with the federal court. And what they're going to appeal is the state of law will submit an appeal first on the exchange rate of the dollar against the dinar, and secondly regarding the inclusion of those who are missing or missing persons in the martyrs law, in addition to not including the appointments of free lecturers and engineers and the 30,000 job opportunities for the people of Basra. And then the legal expert, challenging the budget law is a prerogative of the government as it is the victim. Legal expert Tariq Harb considered on Sunday the government has the exclusive right to appeal the budget material as it has been approved after it has been approved by the Presidency of the Republic, published in the Al-Waqi newspaper. Harb said the appeal of the budget law by the representatives is unreasonable because the appeal is usually made by the government, not from the House of Representatives. The law was passed by a majority by Parliament, so it is not permissible to appeal it by the issuing authority. Harb said the appeal of the federal budget law for 21 is not possible until the president has signed and ratified it, and it's published in the Waqi newspaper, which means published in the Gazette, and obtains a specific number because the appeal is submitted according to the number of the law. Harb explained the federal court accepts the appeals presented by the government because the budget is specific obligations by the federal government only, so the party that has the right to appeal the law is the government. All right, so let's look at the daily news for you. Let's see what's there. Deputy, it is wise to withdraw the request. It is wise to withdraw the request to question the governor of the central bank for unknown reasons. Representative of the state of law, Saudi said, revealed on Sunday that the Wisdom Movement withdrew the request to interrogate the governor of the central bank for unknown reasons, pointing that there are many offenses against the performance of the policy of the governor of the central bank. The information that the interrogation of the central bank governor was withdrawn for unknown reasons by the Wisdom Movement, or what is known as the Iraqi Alliance. He added there is a reservation on the performance of the portfolios, including the rise in the exchange rate of the dollar against the Iraq dinar, as well as the window of currency auction. The Deputy Al-Fatah Alliance said that the policies pursued by the central bank are wrong, and they are subject to the policies of the International Monetary Fund, which is already subject to U.S. directives. Parliament welcomes Kazemi's tour to Saudi Arabia and the Emirates. Iraq will return to its leadership role. So as you guys see right now, Iraq or Kazemi is meeting with many different countries. Okay, they're working towards achieving their economic independence and economic stability. Okay, so they're showing you right now they technically don't have economic independence or stability at this time because they're actually putting that together in place as we speak right now. That's why he's traveling around, meeting with all these different countries, drafting bilateral and trade agreements. So again, right here, he met with Saudi Arabia, Mustafa Kazemi, to the Emirates, UAE, before Saudi Arabia received a great parliamentary welcome, while the parliamentary described those visits as necessary and important to return Iraq to its Arab incubator as its pivotal role. The Parliamentary Foreign Relations Committee confirmed that the legislative authority, it will start with the parliamentary visits to many Arab countries that have concluded agreements in order to sponsor these agreements and implement them in a way that serves the supreme interests of all, while another deputy indicated that the House of Representatives is ready to legislate any law that the government needs and are in the interest of Iraq in the implementation of agreements concluded with Arab countries. Representative economy. The next stage will be the stage of approving the partnership law between private and public sectors. Parliamentary and Economic Investment Committee stated on Sunday that the next stage after approving the budget will be the stage of approving economic laws that support the Iraqi economy and contribute to providing quality local products that match the importer. Said in an interview, followed one of the most important laws that efforts must be poured into this stage is the partnership between private and public sectors and other important laws that are in the interest of correcting the economic situation. She added, human potential is able to change the Iraq economic reality to its best with the support of legislation, including the partnership between private and public sectors, which contributes to the industrial development of the country and supports its economically and provides a large cash block at home. Jawad pointed out that strengthening and correcting the local industry and relying on it is the best solution to avoid high prices of imported products, which constitutes a successful action plan for the ministries to evaluate their factories in two ways, either offering it for investment or evaluating it and working to operate with local competencies and expertise, in addition to relying on pushing development and benefiting from manufacturing plans adopted by factories in neighboring or international countries in manufacturing products with Iraqi expertise. Parliamentary finance, the budget will be applied and implemented retroactively. They're just saying here they're just going to add the whole year from January through December into the budget. They're telling you the coverage period of the budget is from January through December. Theoretically, if they needed the budget for the coverage period from January through December, they actually would have had to have started approving it, guys, back in August or September. They actually didn't start approving it till mid-January this year. They finished it on March 31st to technically have it ready for April 1st. So again, this article is questionable on its credibility. Okay. Kazemi and bin Zayed discussed the situation on the region and the return of Iraq to play the role of the appeasement. Kazemi today, the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander, Armed Forces, Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, as part of his current visit to the UAE. The meeting witnessed the discussion of bilateral relations between the two countries, the strengthening of the mean joints of cooperation in many sectors, as well as the discussion of the overall situation in the region and the return of Iraq to play its important pivotal role in calm and stability. Sheikh Mohammed Al Nahyan welcomed the Prime Minister and his accompanying delegation and praised the reform steps of the Iraqi government at developing the economy and improving the investment environment, and praised the role of Iraq in enhancing security and stability in the region and its approach to the policy of appeasement and dialogue. Imam al-Sistani office expects the first of Ramadan starting on Wednesday, April 14th as the first blessed day of the month of Ramadan. Kazemi begins an official visit to the UAE. So as you guys see, he's traveling around Iraq's meeting, working with other countries to achieve their economic independence, put together bilateral and trade agreements going forward. Prime Minister Mustafa Kazemi at the head of the high-ranking government delegation began this morning, Sunday, an official visit to UAE, according to a brief statement issued by Kazemi's office, to discuss strengthening relations between the two countries in many fields. This visit comes after another visit conducted by Kazemi to Saudi Arabia, in which he met by the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and the two sides discussed cooperation in various fields with the signing of a number of memorandum of understanding at the conclusion of bilateral agreements. Kurdistan region announces its support for Jordan's measures. Barzani, head of the Kurdistan regional government, on Sunday announced their support for Jordan and King Abdullah II. We affirm our support for His Majesty King Abdullah, Kingdom of Jordan, and the royal family for the safety, stability, and safety of the Jordan people. Our hearts are always with them. We hope God Almighty may protect them and take care of them, the region's president shared in a tweet. For his part, the regional government sent a message to King Abdullah II, expressed the support of the regional government and its full solidarity with the Kingdom of Jordan and the decisions of King Abdullah and his efforts to preserve security and stability of the country. On Saturday, Iraqi Minister of Foreign Affairs announced the country's support of Jordan's measures aimed at extending the prestige of the state. Yesterday, Saturday, Jordan authorities arrested many different individuals for the Washington Post, citing a high intelligence official in the Middle East, reported that the Prince Al-Hussein was placed under arrest at his home in Amman, pointing to continuing investigations into the alleged plot to overthrow King Abdullah. A Jordan official source denied that Prince Hamza was detained or under house arrest. Washington Post reported Jordan authorities had arrested about 20 other people, while the official Jordanian news agency Petra said that the arrest took place after a vigorous follow-up. According to the Washington Post, the move came after discovering what officials in the Jordanian royal palace described as a complex, vast conspiracy in which at least one official from the royal family participated, in addition to tribal leaders and members of the Jordanian security establishment, according to the newspaper. This is just more repeated garbage, guys, from Iran. They launched off 2 rockets that landed kind of around the fence line of the Balad al-Askari base in Saladanvin government. No, there were no casualties, no injuries, and no equipment damage of any kind. They just fell outside, at the edge of the fence line. And this was similar to something that happened, a bombing back in March. That's it, guys. Enjoy your day. Have a happy Easter. Spend good quality time with your family. Take care.